Hey guys, this is Craft here. New setting, and I'm so excited to jump back in for home projects for you and your families. Now today, we are going to be using a simple egg carton, like this one here, and I'm going to be showing you 3 different activities that you can repurpose this into a fun activity for you and your family. So number 1 is simply taking this and turning it into a scavenger hunt treasure box. Now, a scavenger hunt is when we go on an adventure, we go searching for something, and what I want you to search for is things that you can find in nature. Now, this may be little pebbles, leaves on the ground, maybe a flower that's fallen. We never, ever, ever want to take things that are live. We never want to take things off of a tree or off of a flower and kill it or hurt it in any way. These are things that we have already found that are on the ground. Now what you can do with this is decorate it all along here. Inside you can write, I would write, Mrs. Craft's Scavenger Hunt Adventure Box. And then inside your egg carton, each of these little sections is a great little container to hold your treasures. So you can go with your family out into maybe your backyard, around your neighborhood, into a forest preserve, and collect treasures along the way. Remember to share those pictures. All right, are you ready for number 2? Here we go. So number 2 is really fun. A lot of you really like birds, and my husband loves watching birds in our backyard. So a cool activity to bring more birds into your yard and repurpose something is to take your egg carton. You're going to cut it in half, okay? And then the side where your egg would sit, this is where you're gonna fill it all with seeds, okay? So this is gonna be full with seeds. And on the end, you're gonna poke a hole, Mom or Dad will poke a hole, and you're gonna tie yarn so that 4 pieces of yarn come to the top. Have a big knot, and then you can go hang it in a tree in your backyard or somewhere close by. That's a great way to repurpose it, and you're going to be able to experience it and enjoy it for many days and weeks, even maybe a year to come. Now, the third option and fun activity we can do with an egg carton is starting to grow plants, vegetables, things like that, and that's what I really want to show you today. So, of my ingredients here, I have my egg carton, I have my seeds. Okay, so I picked out cucumber, carrot seeds, lavender. I love lavender. I love using it in our house. It makes everything smell really good, and it has great uses in tea as well. Spearmint. Mint is really fun. I like putting it in my lemonade in the summer, in different teas. You can cook with it. And then cilantro, because who doesn't love a good taco, right? Mr. Craft and I love making tacos, and we love making salsa and different things to go with. So this is going to be great. Now you can pick up those seeds at Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's. I just picked those up at Meijer. So you can really find seeds at a lot of places. I'm sure you can order them online on Amazon too if you don't have any readily at home. The next thing you're going to need is a pair of scissors, and then you're also going to need some kind of soil. Now let me grab mine and I'll show you what I got. Now this pack is a seed starting mix. This is just what I picked up at Meijer, but it's not required. You can use a different soil. You can come up with your own combination, do your own research, and decide what's going to be best for you. So step number 1 is to cut your egg carton in half. Okay, so we're going to cut it right on the seam here. So here we go. Now some of your egg cartons might be a different material, and that's okay. So now that we have 2. Now a lot of egg cartons, the top of it is usually solid. It doesn't have holes, but mine does. If yours does not have holes in it, you can place it underneath your egg carton like this. It's going to be a tray for excess water to drain to, But if you don't have, or yours does have holes like mine, I'm gonna still put this under it, but I'm also gonna put another tray underneath so excess water can drain, and I'll show you that in a second, okay? So for right now, we have 2 pieces. We're gonna take this one and where the egg would sit, and mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, older brother, sister, this is the part for you. You're gonna take your scissors and very carefully poke holes into the bottom. Now, why do you think I would want to poke holes into the bottom? What if the seeds fall out? If you're at home watching with your family, go ahead, turn to one another, and talk about why we would want there to be little holes in our carton. Think about what needs to grow, what needs to happen. Think about it in relation to what if it was in the ground right now? How would that be different? How would that be similar? So I'm just cutting like this. It's just making like a little slit, like that. So here, I'll show you a little closer up. Just like that, okay? So from here, I'm gonna put it on my lid, and then my little puppy is sleeping right on the floor. He's kind of in the way. From there, I'm gonna start by putting in my soil. Open up my bag, and open it up. Now this may make a mess, so parents, this might be a good one to do outside with your kiddos, or just embrace the chaos, as I like to say. So from here, you're just gonna scoop and put it into each of your little sections, okay? So with this, make sure you fill it up as much as you can. We wanna get it nice and packed in there, okay? You can use a spoon, your hand, whatever you want. I'm gonna use a little scooper. Now, I have never been very good at keeping plants alive, so I'm super excited to do this with you guys, and I'll keep you updated as I go, and how our plants are doing here. Now, this is not a permanent spot for our vegetables and our herbs and our plants to grow. This is just the starting point. So after we start to see our plants grow, and we see little leaves and the stems start to pop out of the ground, or out of the soil here, we're gonna transfer it outside. But that may take a few days, maybe even a week or so, before that could happen. So I'm just filling this up, kind of see. The soil that I'm using has really good nutrients in it for little baby seeds to grow. Now, if you don't have vegetables or fruit that you're wanting to grow, maybe you have sunflowers or wildflowers that you want to grow. The principals actually sent all the teachers little flower packets, so I'm excited to grow those too. So, now that that's done, I'm going to seal this up just so I don't bump it again and make a really big spill, right? This would be no fun to clean up in a kitchen. So I'm going to set that to the side. And right now this is what we're at, okay? So from here, I'm going to open up each of these and put a couple little seeds into my soil. You're going to want to make sure that your seed is completely covered with the soil, so it can get nutrients from all areas. Okay, so this is my cilantro. There's tons of little seeds in here. I'm not going to use all of the seeds in a packet, just because they give you so many, and I want to grow a lot of things. Now, of course, you can always do multiple egg cartons, which I'm probably going to end up doing. Now, this is the cilantro. Look at how cool those are. They're like little circles almost. I love creation and different seeds. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 of these. I'm putting 3 cilantro seeds into each of these. Look, guys. Now it's also important to remember which seeds you put in what little section, okay? So there's my cilantro. I'm gonna do my spearmint. Getting off the top. Now a lot of times the directions on the back will give you a better idea of what to do. Oh, the cilantro ones are so tiny and cute. Let me show you. Cilantro. Or spearmint, oops. Now, if we were in school right now, we would be doing this in our classroom. But since we're not, I want to show you it here so that you can try it with your family. Now, these seeds are so itty bitty tiny. They're really different than our last one that we just did. All right. Next up is our lavender. Lavender is one of my most favorite plants. And smell. It's beautiful. All right. So here's the lavender seeds. They're purple. They're really cute. So I'm gonna do 2 of those. Cover it all up. Keep it nice and safe. And then I'm gonna grow my carrots. Now I don't have room for all of what I wanted to grow, so I'm just gonna do another one probably later today once I can get another carton. How cool is that? All right. So next step is carrots. And then I'll show you the carrot seeds. Those are cool. Making a little hole in my soil with my fingers. Taking my seeds, pinching them in, covering it back up. Perfect. All right. So now we have all of our seeds in our soil. And at this point, if you, I made a little bit of a mess. If your lid underneath has holes in it, this is when I would recommend getting like a little tray out. You're gonna wanna get a tray. Maybe you wanna do like a cookie sheet or a baking pan, something like that, just so that water can collect. I'm gonna use a baking sheet. So I'm gonna put this in here. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm gonna have to find one that fits. But from here, you're going to water your plants. Just sprinkle a little bit of water on them. I'm gonna show you what that looks like so that you can do it at home, okay? So I'm gonna grab my water here. And I'm just pouring a little bit into each little section. You want to make sure it's moist, wet, but you don't want it to be soaking. Perfect. So now that I have that set up, you're going to take saran wrap or cling wrap. Mine's green. Fun. Take off a section and we're going to cover it just like so. Okay, so once your plants are covered with the foil or the saran wrap, just cut little holes so that the plants can have air in them. Remember, air is one of the things that plants need to survive. Put this in a fun sunny spot, continue to check on it and share posts and photos as your seeds begin to grow. Remember, there are 3 different things that you can do with an egg carton. I can't wait to see your creations and how you repurpose something that we use in almost every single day. Have a great day, guys, and remember, you are loved.